Good morning. Time to get the old 9870, excuse me. We used to have a 9770. That was like 6 years ago. Wow. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, we're get the old 9870 checked out and started up, get the sickle bar checked out on the front and check for knives, make sure they're good. So, yep. Check the oil. Dust. Looks good. Ooh, need a little bit in that. Oh, that looks good. Here comes Dad with the old fuel wagon. The old F-150. Lightning! So if you watch Millennial Farmer, he calls his fuel trailer Thunder. I call this Lightning because one, like George Jones, White Lightning, that song, yeah, she's white. Plus Lightning becomes, and then the car's reference, Lightning comes before Thunder, or what, Thunder, Lightning, yeah, whatever. So we'll raise the head up. Then I'm gonna raise the reel up. Raising. That way it's easier for me to look at them sickle sections. This switch over here, I'll flip that. Then when I hit that same button that I did with the reel, in and out. Let's see. Hit that button, then I can tilt my head in and out. The MacDon is so freaking awesome. Now I gotta check all my sickles, walk along. Everything looks good. I don't like to sit here and pull this belt, make sure I don't feel any catching spots in the cutter bar. Alright, so I need to make an adjustment to this one because it's kind of catching right there. That's way better. On to the next field we go. Grain cart, combine, and I'm pulling the old head right there. Holy dust on my freaking dash. Man, I love this freaking header cart. I don't know if you can see it in the mirror, but I just got to pull out like normal. And that thing literally follows right behind me coming out the path. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yep, moving. Big old head. A lot of y'all are probably like, 35 foot's not that big. That's a big head for around here. So we don't really, it's kind of more cut up stuff we got around here. I would like to go to a 40 eventually because the 40 has 2 cutter bars on it, which I think the 35-foot cutter bar is just way too much cutter bar for one, which with the 40 you have 2 20-foot cutter bars moving at the same time, 2 different gearboxes. So I think eventually in the future, if we were to get rid of the MacDon, we would get one with 2 cutter bars on it. Man, I love these roads like this. Nice wide shoulder on each side. We're able to get over if we need to because a lot of these back roads in this county are very tight. That's why probably I'll try to see if we can see them. My cousin's all the way up there, kind of warning people that we're on the way, because as you can see, the combine is shoulder to shoulder going down the back road, which the cotton picker is wider. I think this is about 18 foot, I think, with the duals and everything on it, and the cotton picker's like at 20-21 foot, just like the strip till rig, planter. They're all about the same width. But yeah, we're moving. This has been a nice peaceful move. We're almost to the field. It's always a good feeling to get back in the field. So that's one thing I've started hating, is moving equipment down the road. Man, these beans here are looking really good. They've looked good all year with me spraying them and stuff. That right there is a bean eating machine. Yeah, I'm just kind of walking along, checking behind the combine. We changed some settings up this morning. We had some pod in the sample yesterday, so I'm just kind of walking along. One thing I like to do, especially with corn and beans, is let it kind of walk out here in the field. Oh man, these are going to do good. Yeah, side note, this right here is like I call them runners. It branched out, which is awesome. That's extra. That's like extra credit on your bean, because usually you just have the stalk, but this is, yeah, I know it ain't much, but that's extra credit right there. That's awesome. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so I'm not seeing any beans out here. Then what I like to check is right here down the center of the combine, which you can probably see that streak. I got a shroud missing back there on the tailboard, but just kind of look down here, look in the trash. Then you kind of want to look in, like you see a pod like that laying on the ground, look, make sure it was threshed. Yeah, see, that's a split. So plus that's an immature bean. You really don't want that in there anyways. But yeah, just looking at the ground, everything's looking good. I mean, there's a decent little bean right there, nothing major, but yep. Plus I like to check the wheel tracks right here too, because that's where stuff likes to settle in. But there's a split there. Yeah, the ground's pretty clean. My glass is not clean. I need to clean that. But yep, unloading. Yeah, we're having to go a little bit slower than we were yesterday. These stalks seem like they're tougher than the ones we've been in. But yeah. Yes. Bye-bye, combine. Oh yeah, looking good. Throwing dust. That's one thing about beans. Some days it's like peanuts. The freaking dust is just rolling. Oh yeah. I just love the MacDon 9870 combo. It's something about that black head on the front of that green combine, which MacDon's my favorite. My second favorite is Honeybee. I've been watching a lot of videos on the Honeybee headers. They look really nice. The Deere is my third one. Deere is more of a, correct me if I'm wrong, it's more of a rigid head, which with this MacDon I'll get more in detail. I'll show y'all. It's rigid up on the feeder house, and then there's two adjustments you make on the MacDon head, and basically that thing sits there. It's got a bunch of shocks and stuff, and that thing will just sit there and it'll ride the ground, and it'll float with the ground, it'll kind of contour with it. That way you're picking all those beans up and stuff. But yeah, that thing is just awesome. It just floats like a kettle. It's a great, and also MacDon's made in Canada, but a lot of the replacement parts I've seen are made in the United States. They come out of Tennessee, so I'm like, man, that's cool. Got some American parts, and yeah, just it's a good head. Good thing that didn't end up in the cutter bar. Yeah, so I'm guessing that brick / concrete right in here. I remember back when we first started farming this field, shoot, I was probably, I can't even tell you how old I was. I was probably like 6, 7 years old. I remember there used to be one island in the middle of this field. It's a 15-acre field, and my cousin and my dad came in and cleared it out, and I kind of, yeah, added probably about an acre or so to it. So that's exactly what that's from. It's from the old house site, which a brick like that or a rock, you kind of got to find them, because it'll do damage. It'll damage blades, it'll damage cutter bars, which I just put a brand new cutter bar in that head this year, so it's just I'm being very particular about that cutter bar, because it wasn't that bad. I don't know if anybody watching this has a MacDon head, but MacDon makes a, what they call, I just love saying the word every time. It's one of the things when I'm putting that cutter bar back together, I just sit there and say it to myself over and over again. I'm like, lickety split, splice repair kit. That's literally what it's called. I'll see if I can get a picture off their website when I'm editing this video. But it's just fun to say, lickety split, splice repair kit. That's literally all I'll say for like the whole 15 minutes. But it's awesome. It comes with screws, nuts. It's like 2 little metal bars. You just go and you get your cutter bar teeth, and you just go and replace wherever it broke, and you're good to go. I just love watching this MacDon head, especially when you're running down the field. It's so cool to watch a draper head just sit there and feed. It's cooler to watch in the cab, which I'm gonna try to, when I get my drone out, I'll try to get a good footage on it. But you can just sit there and watch that thing just feed those beans right into the middle of it. That thing is, I mean, granted it's a 2012 head. I mean, draper technology's been around, I don't even know how long, but yeah, it's an awesome head, especially when you went from a cross auger head, a 25-foot cross auger 625 John Deere head, to a 35-foot head 2018 draper head. It's like the cat's meow, man. It's awesome. So I've been missing in action for a little while, but I'm gonna get some outside shots of this combine so y'all can really see it up close, see how good this MacDon works. The air's getting kind of dampish out here. Oh, there goes a bunny rabbit. Check that baby out. Look how that MacDon, so basically that thing's sitting there floating like this, and then it's staying rigid on the head. Check out that thing, how that thing's moving. Here she comes in for some more beans. That cutter bar just to eat. As I was saying, there's the rigid part, there's where it's floating. Here comes the train. I can breathe again. That bean dust, man, that stuff. If you've never experienced bean dust, yeah, that stuff is crazy, man. But yeah, since we'll check behind the combine again to make sure everything's good. Yeah, that's nice. Got nothing but trash. Looking good. Oh, got 1 bean, 2 bean. Nothing major. Well guys, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. Dad's dumping the last load into the grain cart, so I'm gonna get this, almost got this truck finished. That's going to the local elevator tomorrow morning, so I'll make sure to get a decent load on there. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You know the deal. See you in the next one. All right, got it loaded front to back. That's a wrap. Combine is cooling down for the evening. All right, that's it. Y'all have a good one.